Greetings, fellow cyberdogs and fellow mine squatches and fellow Minecrafters from all over the world. And welcome here to the map that I have just created for Squatchcraft Kingdoms. I wanted to explain a couple of things about Squatchcraft Kingdoms and the downloads that are available and what they will and will not do for you and what they can and cannot do for you. And so the first thing we need is a Mine Squatch high five with the volcanic diamond sword in your face. Alright, now we can get on with life. Let's see here. So, I am here in some very well explored mappage. Down here in one of these castles is the set where King Darius and his wife Ivarita and the imp was done. And other than that, this map is pristine. I haven't built anything, done anything. And what I intend to do is to establish a spawn point with a place for the player to be, and if I can get HQM working with what I've already got going here, I've already created a quest book that guides a person step by step through the construction of all of the things they need to bring themselves up to siege engine level, you know. And so there are two versions of this mod pack available, one of which is a thinned down version that has HQM, that has the quest pack available, and so it'll start you get your quest book. You may have to cheat it in. I want to just make a map that comes with it. You open the map, you open a chest, there's your book, you can get started. But it's very simple. Grab yourself a block of dirt, finish your first quest, and from there you'll get the supplies and other fun stuff that you can build yourself up to a village and a reputable force fairly quickly and learn the mechanics of the Ancient Warfare mod and how you progress through it. And so that will be the light version, and the address for that will be in the comments below. And then there's Squatchcraft Kingdoms, which I have open now. The real difference between the two is HQM, of course, is currently present in the thinned down version and not present in Squatchcraft Kingdoms. Squatchcraft Kingdoms is what's being constructed to take over the server, but then you can play it solo and just have just as much fun. It's that you don't have the guidance of the book, the guidebook. But so, let's take a look at some of the things that have spawned in this map so we can give you guys an idea of some of the things that could spawn in your map should you fire this up. Alrighty. Now, I may suddenly end up with some extra noise in the background, and that is because it's a very warm day in Texas and my computer might start to overheat here, my little laptop. But one of the first things to know is the map. Up in the right-hand corner, if you don't see that map, just press N, because that changes the settings on that map. So we have the map itself. We have a large map in which we can still travel. So this is great when you want to open up some territory, fly around and see what kind of things have spawned, how many villages and stuff. Look, there's a temple right in the middle of that stuff right there. In fact, I think, if I remember, this map has several buried temples, which is very cool. That's why I want to use it, because I got just the perfect combination of things I need to set up this adventure map that I want to make for you, my fellow cyberdogs. I figure 164 is not going anywhere, and it may take me some time to get this finished, but I'm hoping to make it all available. So let's come to this castle over here. If I press N, that'll go away completely. I can press N again, it'll bring up my corner map. Now, this is a hostile castle. In this castle are bandit forces. Here's a bandit archer. You can see he has 20 defense of 20 left. Alright, they are aggroed at a pretty fair distance and will start shooting at anything that gets too close. They'll take on mobs at night, and you can see there's a couple different sizes of castles. This is the most basic size of bandit castle, and usually if you go into it, if you can manage to get up here, what you'll find here, they were just killing skeletons, you'll find a couple of chests. So let's look at this one. See, this one has a radio station. Love classics. We'll grab that. It's got some wheat. It's got a music disc. And there's a mirror chest here on the other side. Now, there may be other chests in here. I'm just talking about that. See, here's some more radio stuff, which is great, because in open blocks, which is part of this, if we at open here, see, open blocks has a radio, and if you grab that and the lever, you can provide you power to it, and with it turned off, you can switch channels, and then once you switch the crystal out, turn it back on again. Make sure not to switch it while it is powered. If you do, you may lock up your game. It's happened to me. In any event, and we also spawn with world domination with open blocks, so that we have a nice explanation, all that stuff. Most of these foes you're going to face here are going to have leather armor, but some will have iron armor. Let's whoop this bandit here. And that is a mana creeper, by the way, from Ars Magica right here. This guy. Take him down, and we could gather some mana dust if we had studied. This archer will have leather armor and a bow. Most of it will be pretty beat up. Apparently doesn't stand up to a whooping very well. Don't worry, dude, I'm not going to hurt you. When the castles spawn, usually any foliage that leaves behind stuff, if you break it, when it breaks, will leave behind all its little goodies. So that's just a little bonus of getting inside one of these castles. But if you're in creative, since you will not be on a team, you'll be able to operate their gates and stuff. If you were officially on a team, you would not be able to operate the gate. Push the button to bring it back down. On is Team 0, including the good guys when you build your own stuff. And well, let me show you how quick these guys get at you. Let me get a little distance. See how close we got to get to aggro them. Wow, they're really on patrol. They spread out fast. There we go. Let's change our game mode. There we go. Set to survival. Oh, see, he's on me at that distance. Check it out. Better get our sprint on. Get far enough ahead of him, we can change mode. There we go. So you can see they aggro at a pretty significant distance. So you just can't come sneaking up and ninja these guys. I mean, if they sense you, they will be on you. So don't expect to throw on some diamond armor and a sword and run in here and kill all these guys and loot their castles. But so these are pretty good examples of what fundamental castles are about. Some of them will have livestock. This one here has cows. Oftentimes they'll have a horse tucked away someplace or some pigs. Yep, here's pigs over here. You can see again, there's tea and left over some skeletons. So like I say, you get some good stuff. And these mana creepers, they're good for Ars Magica. But just climb up here, kind of show you guys what kind of stuff we got going on. Come up, hit the top of this. But so there you go. That's just a rough idea of that. Let's take a look a little bit now at some more obscure things. Every once in a while, you're going to run into some steps going downwards. And when you hit these steps going downwards, these go down to an obsidian chamber. Now, the obsidian chamber has a button and a little opening right there. It also has 3 levers. These levers do something to the mechanism back behind this wall. If you flip the levers and find yourself some combination, you hit the button, and now you pray that what you get is water. Oh no, ha! See, there, get in here and grab this stuff. If water doesn't flow immediately, it means the last thing that will come is lava. And so unless you've got a high efficiency pick that can break that block and get those goodies, they're going to burn. So that's there. I think there's 5 different kinds of them, so I don't know. Here, he should be going after that spider there, I believe. He can't reach him because he's a melee class. Yeah, he's melee, so he's not going after him. But let's get skybound again. I'm going to wrap this up quickly, but I just want to show you there are villages everywhere. The spawning mechanic has been set up through Biomes of Plenty so that we've got villages spawning very often. We also have the bears, the deer, and the bunny rabbits from the camping mod. The camping mod is just there because it allows you to have a campfire and a sleeping bag and a tent and stuff if you want to do a bunch of exploring before you start battling. Let's pull up the big map here and take a look. There are volcanoes. Over here we have a biome with great big trees. Let's jump over here so you can get a look at a volcano. And there's also a church over here. Well, hold on. Let's just hang on. Here's something cool to see. Hang on. Let's jump to here. If you get your cursor on the map and you hit T, it will ask you how high off the ground you want to be when you jump, and then it will jump you. So that's something to know because if you're got any eye and you're in creative, you can jump. But here we go. This is a full town that was generated, and it's a market town. Now usually there will be villagers here. I don't know if this one has villagers in it or not, but it is a market town. Here we got some good stuff there. Anything in here? Oh yeah, there we go. Some wheat and some redstone and stuff. So the loot is sometimes grand and sometimes not so grand. But take the time to look around. Make sure you look for levers and buttons, because they will control gates throughout. There's also, I know in a lot of these places, there's stuff going on. See, there's a tag and some string, but in a lot of these places, there's stuff going on underground. There's secret chambers. Let's get airborne again. Let's jump to a church. I'll show you an example here. Here we go. This is a good spot to jump to. Tap it in T, and then hit enter until you go. But this, number one, this is a strip mine. This is a operational strip mine. Okay, and what's cool about an operational strip mine is it has a water sluice, usually somewhere in it. This one may not have one, but it usually has a water sluice of some sort if it's a mining operation or a sawmill operation, and it has a full track, all working, mind you. And check this out. All these crates. Now, I believe these crates are empty, but trust me if I release this map to you guys, these crates will not be empty. This one, yes, appears to have empty crates. Lots and lots of them. Hopefully we didn't just light a trap. There are traps. I'll warn you that. There are traps. And not because I made them, but this is the best part here. Hello, mine cart. Thank you. Just what I needed. Right there. Now, oh, you need to hush yourself up. Trying to be scary and stuff. How scary are you now? Alright. Now that he's no longer scary, let's hop in this cart and let's just push forward. It's going to take us a little while to pick up some momentum here. But once we pick up some momentum, this should be a pretty cool ride. Come on, you could do it. If I was going to take over one of these, I'd definitely put in some power rails, because of course we want to be able to get back up again. But what a great place to go down and mine and then bring your stuff back, huh? Here we go. We should be rolling like a roller coaster now. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Hey! I'm just keeping the forward button pushed so we don't lose momentum. Yeah, buddy. Check it out. So there are some things that should be a lot of fun, and see, we're picking up all the stuff that broke when this formed, and so just taking this minecart is benefiting us. And skeleton, hey! Some stalagmites. Missed the flowers. So there's a peanut. I think that was cotton seeds. There's tea. Rice. Oh, guys, I'm having a blast. Woohoo! Now, who doesn't love a mod that gives you a roller coaster? And then the reason that I'm really pleased about this is because then down here at the bottom, you land in the water here, so let's disengage and break it. There we go. But down here at the bottom, you can hear there's definitely lava back there, and you can see that's sealed with cobblestone. That means that's been open and closed. And we have obsidian. Okay, and this goes off into caves. And so as you can see, just the structures that spawn are pretty epic. So this is one that's actually in activity. It doesn't have any people around, I don't believe, but you could certainly plant them, and I certainly plan to, because like I say, I want to get an area of this map set up with a bunch of NPCs and interesting things going on, and evil counts and who knows what all, so that when you fight this and you conquer it, you got bosses to beat, so it's going to be epic. But over here, the church, that's what we were headed for. All right, here is a common church. Most of them have this basic appearance. There are some bigger, fancier structures, cathedrals and things like that, but these are the ones that typically show up right here. Now, what's cool about these is you go on into them, and got some gold pressure plates here. I thought they were gold pressure plates. But anyway, so usually there's a few goodies. Oh, there's a shiny ingot from thermal expansion. Oh, and there's saddles. Woohoo. But you flip this, and that opens. This, I don't know if it does anything or not. Quite frankly, it could be what makes the traps active, or it could be what turns the traps off. But there is a trap here. I know it. Oh, yep, there it is. Alright. But now, back, there's the dispenser. Anything else in there? How you? Yo, hello? No, they're empty. Alright. But there's still dispensers you could take. Got this little carpet here. Just check if there's anything under it. I know better than to trust that chest right there. I figured there were no more traps, and that told me that if there were no more traps, then there had to be a trap. And it's empty. Wow. There's not even anything in it. I know this is really dark for you guys. Hang on here. Let's see if we can get some light on the subject. Torch. I believe we have the dynamic lights mod. If we don't, then I apologize, because it's just going to be dark. But we're going to get a... Oh, yeah, we do have. All right. So here we go. We can get a little better look here. I'm sorry to have left you guys in the dark. Trap chest. We got a little room over here. Doesn't appear to be anything in it. Now, who knows? Maybe you dig and there is. I don't know. Couldn't tell you honestly. But, so there are those guys. Here are some skulls, which is very, very cool. Be able to collect some skulls to decorate your stuff with. Here's where the levers were that set off the trap. They were a potion of something. What was it? I don't know. But so there are secret chambers and things like that to be found. And so, and of course, I mean, look at all the glowstone you could gather from this, and marble or quartz, I should say. And I mean, so there's a lot of good stuff to loot just wandering around. And as you can see, it was unoccupied. And a lot of these structures will be, but some will not. Now, let's see if I can find just like one more super duper thing to show you guys before I sign off, because I've taken enough time now. But I just wanted to hopefully help get you guys excited about this mod pack and explain the difference between the two versions, the light version and the full version. I was hoping for one of the really big castles, one of the really, really big ones. Now, this area here that looks like snow, there's a good place to go here. Let's do that. Right click the screen, tap T, enter, and I jump. You can make yourself jump higher or lower. Sometimes you might want to jump higher. But these are witchwood. These are witchwood. This is part of Ars Magica, I believe. Isn't it? Yep, Ars Magica 2, which is part of this. So here's the thing to understand, guys. If you put the time into Ars Magica, you're personally going to have spells. You're going to have lots of protective stuff going on. You're going to be able to be blasting things with fireballs. And watch a couple of vids. Watch Direwolf 20's 3-part thing where he goes over it. And there are some bosses to summon like Hecate and the fire boss and all these bosses that you can fight and get amazing loots from to empower your armies even more. We got lots of horses on this map, and that's good to see. But I tell you what, guys, here as the sun sets over our land of adventure, I'd like to say thank you for joining me today for a look around this solo map that's been created with this mod pack. I just wanted to show you guys some of the structures and a little bit about the map, tell you about the two mod packs. Remember that Squatchcraft Kingdoms is an absolute copy of what we'll be playing on the actual server. However, it does not at this time have HQM, so it doesn't have hardcore mode with the quest book installed on it. So you have to do some studying, or else watch a Let's Play. I'm going to be doing a Let's Play to take you through the building process, but I'm going to be doing that with the other version of it, the thinned down version that actually has the quest book, to show you guys how that all works, to make sure you guys know how to do that when you try this solo. But anyway, these are my gifts to the CyberDog community because you guys are great, and I've had to work a lot over the last couple of weeks, and I haven't had a chance to put out much content. And so in the little bits of time I've had in between the work I've had to do, I've been working on this mod pack for you guys, because we're going to do it on the server. It's going to be epic. Me and some other people, we're going to carve out kingdoms, and the players who come on, they're going to be able to go out and find a spot that hasn't been conquered yet and carve out their own kingdom. This is going to be great stuff. So thank you so much for joining me. Delakaba for Delakaba presents Let's Play Minecraft, the Squatchcraft Kingdoms mod pack. High five with a torch in your face. I'm out. Peace.